It's Week 13 of the National Football League. And here's J.C. Horn. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Panthers and the Falcons. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Following the interception, Young. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Falcons offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. And his numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened, and that's what we're seeing here.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
To the air, Penix. Dancing to his left. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Here's Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Just a gain of a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Penix. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll throw with Penix. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And
oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it, and the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one, more than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Penix working out of the gun here. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Penix. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They'll try to throw now. Young firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Young to throw it. That is caught. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. The Panthers had 3 and 8 on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. It's Young off play action. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Young quickly to the flat.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Young running the option left. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They go play action. Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw, Young. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point splits the uprights, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Bryce Young who finished things off with a touchdown run. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons offense and Micheal Penix set to take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll go play action here with Penix. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And looking to throw, Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. This pass is caught by London. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Penix to the air once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Operating from the gun, Penix. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts from 6 yards away. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here is Young.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Forced out to his left. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Young will set to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Young.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So that PI call will give them 1 more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In the first half, it was the lefty, Micheal Penix, who had it working. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
straight ahead with Hubbard.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now here's Young. That is caught. He finds his big target, Liggett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can.
It's caught at the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score.
Now the extra point try forthcoming.
And the lead is down to 2. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Falcons offense and Drake London headed back onto the field. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to throw, Penix. And caught by London. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Ball start.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Penix working out of the gun here. Throws right back to London, complete again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Zone infraction. Defense.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Still 2nd down.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. A play fake. Now Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now Penix. Into the hands of London. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. And it's caught.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing again, Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Falcons are able to extend their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Young off the bootleg.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
That is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Young. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll move them back within 6 now.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the
simple,
guys
huh?
up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
To the air, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Penix.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. And looking to throw, Penix.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Young.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Right back to Pitts again.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Encroaching defense.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Algier now up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here is 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Penix.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Young to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Over the middle, that's caught by Micheal. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. Algier going straight ahead.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Second and 11. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the fourth quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now here's Young. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw.
Oh, Young loses it.
And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, No chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. On the give, it's Algier.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw, Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Trying the left side with Algier.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Now Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Falcons, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.